Hi, and welcome to Sister Strata. There are over 360,000 strata buildings in Australia, which means there are over 1 million strata committee members in Australia who are usually unpaid, time-poor volunteers contributing to the communities they live in or work in. These strata committee members are tasked with managing over $1 trillion worth of building assets, which is no mean feat. Individuals are familiar with the concept of friending someone on Facebook or linking in with someone on LinkedIn. There are plenty of online strata chat forums to connect with other people who own or rent in a strata building. But what there hasn't been to this point is a way to connect with a strata committee member in a strata building which is similar to your own strata building. Within that pool of 1 million strata committee members is one person who's already solved the task that you have at hand, guaranteed. One of the greatest issues for strata committee members is a lack of trust. Can you always trust the strata manager who may be incentivized to keep your strata scheme as a client? Can you always trust a building or facilities manager who wants to keep his or her job? Can you always trust the consultants that turn up, provide their advice, and disappear? Maybe your strata committee wants to talk to someone who sits in your shoes, sits on a strata committee in a very similar building, which has dealt with a very similar issue to the one that you now face. That's where a sister strata scheme comes in. Once the connection is made with the sister strata scheme, you don't need to waste any more time on online websites. You never have to physically meet with them and be social. You just have a phone number you can call or do a short Zoom with. 5 to 10 minutes with that sister strata committee member could save you hours of research in solving your current issue. If you want to try Sister Strata, you can connect to the registration form on the link which is below. And in this presentation, we're just going to go over the basics on what's involved in setting up a Sister Strata connection. We're going to look at what is Sister Strata, how do I register my strata scheme, what should we be prepared to share with our Sister Strata, and what are the benefits? So first of all, what is Sister Strata? Sister Strata sets up a relationship between two or more similar strata schemes. These strata schemes can share knowledge with each other. It aims to set up a deeper relationship between strata schemes than you would naturally get through connecting with someone on an online blog site. For example, there's a commitment between the two sister strata schemes to share sensitive financial information with each other. Also, the sister strata relationship is not dependent on any two individuals. So as the strata committees change year in and year out, the sister strata relationship between the two buildings can continue as new members come and leave the strata committees of each building. So how do I register my strata scheme? The first step is to fill out some information on your strata scheme. Give us an idea of the size, the dimensions, and the assets that are operating inside your strata scheme. Step 2, a few days after you register your details, you'll get an email with 5 potential candidate sister strata schemes. Now, at this stage, there's no guarantee that any of these strata schemes will want to form a sister strata relationship with your building. However, these strata schemes can be investigated. You can look them up on Domain, Real Estate, Google Earth, Google Street View, and also verify that they're of interest to yourself in terms of your building want to connect with one of these 5 strata schemes. You can also rank and prioritize the strata schemes in the order which you would most like to make a connection. The step 3 is to provide more detailed information. At this point in time, you're focused on one particular strata scheme that you would like to make a sister strata connection on from the list of 5 that was presented to you. So you're going to enter into what's called a handshake process with this sister strata scheme. At this stage, you'll be asked to fill out some more sensitive information, for example, some sensitive financial information, but this information won't be sent to the other sister strata candidate until they commit and follow through and fill out exactly the same information and commit to sharing it with your strata scheme. So basically, WattBlock will just sit in the middle and keep this information private. And if the other strata scheme doesn't come to the party, then nothing will be shared with them, and we'll move to the next strata scheme to try and enable a sister strata relationship with them. Now, the step 4 is your candidate sister is invited to share their details back with you. They're going to be invited to fill out the information that's more detailed, including some sensitive financial information for sharing with your strata scheme. Now, if they fully complete this step, the handshake between the two strata schemes is complete. If they don't fill out this step, then no handshake will occur and no information will be shared and no contact details of strata committee members will be shared. This handshake process is really important because it helps filter out the time wasters, the people that aren't interested in forming a trusting relationship with another strata scheme. Now, the next question we get asked is it possible for one strata scheme to have multiple sisters? And the answer is yes. You can create relationships with more than one sister strata building. And that doesn't mean that all your sister strata buildings are going to be sharing information with each other, but your strata scheme might have a connection with 2 or 3 other strata schemes. Now, some feedback we got from a sister strata registrant is that the thing that buildings are looking most for is shared pain points. And so that's why we make both buildings go through a handshake process. And it's through sharing these pain points that you know that you're going to get some value out of the relationship. Otherwise, you might as well just use an online blog site and try and connect with a random person in another strata building. So what should we be prepared to share with our sister strata scheme? For example, the strata levies that you set for 1, 2 or 3 bedroom apartment, the balance in the capital works fund, which strata manager you use, details of any building defects processes you might have been through, and any systems that your building uses, such as a building management system, a monitoring system, or video conferencing system. Finally, what are the benefits of sister strata? The key benefits are you're getting a second level of support, which is independent of the strata manager for your building. A sister strata scheme connection can help you to cut through red tape and save time. And a comparison with the most similar building is very helpful when you're creating your own budget, when you're doing your own financial management for your strata scheme. Through creating a sister strata relationship, you can develop a higher level of trust with references for contractors that you might want to bring into your own strata scheme. And finally, you can also share things such as how you've prepared and responded to COVID-19. So I hope you've enjoyed Sister Strata and connecting like-minded strata schemes to help manage and share and learn from each other in Australia's strata community. Thank you.